Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video. Today I'm doing a review of the new 13th Doctor action figure, which includes the bum bag. I've already reviewed the Reconnaissance Dalek from this new wave of 5.5 inch action figures that are to coincide with sort of the Jodie Whittaker era, and so yeah, if you like this review, please do feel free to watch the review that I did of my Reconnaissance Dalek that I got. So yeah, I've also, if you can't already see, got the original 13th Doctor action figure that I've also reviewed on the channel. As a comparison, the major difference really is the fact that the shirt is different. On this one it's a very dark blue. Now I think there's only one other variant of the 13th Doctor, if I'm not mistaken, that I know of, which is that in this new wave they've done like a repaint of this one where it's a very light blue t-shirt, which in theory I really was like, oh, I really wish I'd got or had that figure. But then I was thinking as well, with the trousers that are very light blue, would it really look that good? And I'm thinking that it wouldn't, you know, like it'd all just like sort of seamlessly look like she's wearing one piece of a costume, like, you know, like her trousers are connected to the t-shirt, like they're one of the same thing. And then as for the red t-shirt that's on this one, it really does pop and stand out. Like, it really, you are very much, it's very eye-catching and very, yeah, it's a nice sort of centerpiece and that, and I've only literally just noticed on both the action figures the sort of rainbow stripes on the side of the inside lining of the coat, which is such a nice little detail. They both have obviously the braces as well. And then, as I say, the main difference is that they both do come with sonic screwdrivers. The difference is I just couldn't be bothered placing the sonic in that one, that one's hand. So she does still come with a sonic screwdriver, so you would still get that. You're not missing out on the accessory, the key accessory that came with this one, if that's what you're worried about. The bum bag, it does sometimes fall down, like, you know, like I have it there, and then it just sort of falls back down. I don't know if that's just my one or if that's a common thing. On this figure as well, like part of the hand is chipped a bit, which is a bit annoying. However, on the back of the coat it is pretty much the same detailing wise, and that the difference is on my older one, it seems to have already got quite a few bits of like sort of mouldy sort of grey paint blotches, which is a bit weird. I've only ever used this outside for some pictures once, so that's a bit weird. Yeah, and the bum bag is nicely detailed for what it is as well, and that it is a nice inclusion. It would be nice if you could take it off and then put it back on as well, maybe, but yeah, as I say, other than the bum bag, the t-shirt and that, they are pretty much the same. I mean, the only difference I can see, honestly, is also the hair. The hair on the new one is very much light, a darkerish, more realistic-y blonde, and a brown that's sort of more like a peanut dark brown. The hair is a lot nicer on this one, as is the sort of sculpting and detailing and that. And it just looks more like natural hair and looks more like Jodie as well. And that, I think, her lips are darker, sort of red, and this one as well, like darker red lips for one reason or another. I don't know why, but they just are. And then, as you can see here, this one is a very sort of light, a light sort of blonde, almost whitish hair, and then you've got this very dark brown, and then also the lips are a lot more sort of pinkish or light pink, like, and her eyes are a bit weirder as well on this figure as well, when actually her eyes look a bit more natural on that one. So I feel like if you only going for one, honestly, even if you don't like the bum bag, you might be better off with the newer figure, because the head sculpt The head sculpt is kind of actually an improvement, in all honesty. And then as for articulation, she's exactly the same as the old one, pretty much, with sort of 360 arms in at the elbows, hands move full 360, head moves sort of side to side, if not maybe full 360, and that, and then knees, they can kind of, I think she can bend at the knees, I'm not sure. Try and do that, hopefully she doesn't break or anything in the meantime, but yeah, you can still move her her knees even if she's got the bum bag and that, so that's pretty cool. One thing I will say that is still kind of annoying on this figure is the fact that you can't move the feet, and that, you know, one little thing that I do like to have on my action figures for one reason or another, you know, just to have them just have a bit more posability and a bit more sort of, as I say, like add a bit more flair to the action figure. If you're doing an action figure adventure, you know, you can do a bit more with them, or you can take a better picture or pose with them if you're doing sort of promotional pictures for your figure adventure, or just pictures generally of the action figures, and that. So that's kind of annoying that hasn't been improved. So yeah, overall, I'd suggest getting either one really. It's just totally up to you. If the bum bag is really a sort of no for you, then obviously you've got the base sort of, for lack of a better term, vanilla 13th Doctor figure, although I'm not sure if because of the newer one being released, this one will be harder to get and or more rarer, as it were, or if this one will just, or if they'll restock this one and then just have this one out as well, so everyone can choose which one they want. I'm not sure, but overall I'd give the new 13th Doctor from the 5.5 inch figure range a well-earned sort of 7 out of 10. Or maybe a 6 out of 10 maybe, you know. They haven't really done anything too new. I mean, they've really just focused on the hair, the head, the shirt, and the bum bag. And honestly, as little as that might sound, it has actually gone quite a long way. You know, in all honesty, this one feels, in retrospect, kind of more like a prototype, whereas this one's building on a decent foundation. So that was like a foundation, or an iffy foundation, but this one's really built on that. And that, so I'd say of the two, the red shirt one is the better one for me personally, but again, you know, it might vary from person to person. So yeah, I'd give the new 13th Doctor action figure from the 5.5 inch range with the bum bag and the red shirt a 6 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, rate and subscribe.